Hello guys, Nightspectre here, bringing you another League of Legends cast, this time to the eyes of an Ezreal. The blonde boy, well, his hair is white in the skin. The white-haired boy of adventure. Let's check out his team, shall we? So we have a Kassadin in the middle, a Wukong on top with a heal. A lot of heals actually on this team. Amazing. So Wukong on top, Ezreal and Janna on the bottom lane, and a jungle Nocturne. They'll be up against an Aurelia on top, a Graves together with Soraka on the bottom, a Lee Sin in the jungle, and then, oh, a Tristana as well. Well, I don't see an AP carry on this team, and Tristana are able to do the AP bit for a bit. Their ultimate together with their explosive shot is able to down a person, especially when you have Lich Bane. Oh, who spotted there? Well, the enemy team has a Clairvoyance, though it just seems to be Aurelia and nobody else. So Aurelia needs to run away because Kassadin is there, going to silence her just for good measures. Nothing more really. Who's gonna assist Nocturne with the wolves? He started off with a Vampiric Scepter, which tends to work for Nocturnes. He has a lot of attack damage runes, extra, and some bonus attack speed, not that many. And then armor, lots of armor, and I think magic resistance per level. But a lot of armor. So here he goes. So the thing is, if you don't have pots, then you go for Vampiric Scepter, you can't buy anything else. So it could be tricky. It's good if it works out because you'll save up a lot of money thanks to it. Though it's very tricky to do. I always fail when I go for lifesteal. I tend to die all the time. But he gets assisted by his team, so that might be a game changer as well. He cuts blue, so that's good. I'm gonna focus on the bottom, of course. It's Ezreal's game. Let's see how aggressive he can be. Ezreal on level 2 has one of the biggest damage in the game, to be honest. If he's able to teleport towards you and then Q on your face. You won't like a Q on your face. There, Q on his face. Though, of course, there's a Soraka. I am a Soraka, I can heal. But it's good that Ezreal actually hits the Soraka as well, because then Soraka needs to choose after a while to either heal her or the Graves. And, well, most likely she'll choose the Graves, so you can bash her to when she's pretty low that she has to heal herself, and then you can go on to the Graves, because it has a big cooldown in the beginning of the game. Farm you beast! There was a Lee Sin on top, though he has shown his face. Too bad for him, though I don't think... No, I'm not gonna check top, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. Level 2, Ezreal is not going for the burst because it won't be enough to kill Graves, especially with the Soraka supporting him. But he's doing fine, really. Is Kassadin getting pushed away there? Well, it is a Tristana with ability power, so yes, ability power Tristana. Good. I'd like to see one of those on high elo. I think this is platinum. It should be. So, Wukong is now doing some damage onto minions. Thought he was being aggressive. Nocturne has gone back to base, so he has boots now, so his ganks will be more effective. If he's going to gank, I don't know. He also has a pot, so he can regen a bit. That Soraka is being fairly aggressive onto Janna. Poor girl. Janna cannot sustain, so the damage that she receives is permanent. Of course, you have pots as a Janna. Mostly all of the time. And again, Kassadin getting pushed back there in the middle apparently, but it's too exciting. I can't choose to go top or mid or bottom. Well, bottom is a farm fast. I think Nocturne is going to gank mid, so let's check it out. Though there's going to be some aggression on the bottom lane first. That's real pretty low. Now Nocturne is going to gank mid. Tristana getting slowed, though she should have her jump and jumps to safety. No, not nearly enough. She was able to get feared, though still safe enough. The bottom is actually getting aggressive now. Top is getting ganked by Lee Sin. Of course, the invisibility of Wukong was useless because Lee Sin can show invisible targets. And that's a kill on Wukong. I thought he had heal. He probably already had to use it. Now there's a Nocturne approaching from the top. Was able to hit his Q onto The Lee Sin then gets attack speed because of the Irelia, but Lee Sin still had flash, and Irelia has too high level, well, too much HP left for the kill by Nocturne onto her, if that's a word. I don't think it is. Kassadin was actually pushed back there from his lane. That's weird. Bottom is getting pushed quite hard, really. We'll see what Graves will be able to do. He might be able to shoot him. Where is Kassadin actually staying? Take your time, Kassadin, there's no hurry. Nocturne is able to push the lane of of the monkey Wukong. He will not like that. But if Irelia was... Nope, he has to push it a bit harder so that the turret would destroy the minions. Elsewhere, Irelia will have the kills. The minion kills. But the monkey will try and push it. Where is Graves? There he is. Silence onto the Ezreal. I don't think the shield was fast enough. Well, you'll have to be very quick to be able to block that. Oh, shotgun blast onto the face. A bit late by the Graves. I think if he would have done it sooner, it would have been more effective. Nocturne counter jungling. The Lee Sin is now going in onto the Tristana. He should have waited for the silence of the Kassadin. Then he would have been able to, well, not jump away or flash away while the flash was going there. Regardless, you saw it coming. I saw it coming. Everyone saw it coming. She was gonna flash away. Monkey, what you doing? Irelia has more items than you, monkey. Again, aggression by Graves. Though the shield was there in time, I don't think so. That's a pretty damn low Ezreal. He doesn't have any pots anymore. He was able to farm decently enough though. Boom. And of course with a big range he can last it fairly decently, though I think he won't be able to get that minion. Especially not if Janna takes it. Good job. Janna doesn't have any mana. Nocturne is there just in case if they're going to dive, though I doubt it. So he's gonna recall as well. He does not have any mana, so he won't be able to do that much. Ezreal doing a decent job farming at his tower, though he will not be able to get the caster minions. They were already too low. I wonder whose fault is that, Mrs. Janna? Lee Sin counter jungling, but there's nothing to counter jungle. Only Kassadin was able to be ganked, but it doesn't work. Boom, shotgun blast, misses. Nice try, Graves, nice try, but it won't work, Lord. It will not work, you need to try better. I need to try it better. Blue is up, probably for Kassadin. Let us hope, because a Kassadin is decent with blue. He can gank very quickly in all the lanes. Just flash, flash, rift walk, boom, getting everything. Let's see. Yeah, rift walk over walls so I can take the blue faster. Good job, Kassadin. Good job. Now you can rift walk once more. Oh, you're gonna walk? Lazy bastard. Ezreal has left the lane, and Janna does not have any mana, so actually I think Graves could dive her. Just, oh well, not anymore, Ezreal is there. But if he just would have dashed in, shotgun blast her, and then just shot an auto attack, I think she would have been dead. Especially together with the silence of Soraka and an auto attack of Soraka. Even if Soraka tanks the tower first, then surely that would have been a kill. Though they didn't know where Nocturne is, he could have been close. Once Nocturne gets 6, he gets very dangerous, and he's so close into getting 6. Boom! Tristana! Boom! There's a gank going on to Tristana. Is Nocturne 6? Could be. Yes, he is. So Tristana should be careful. Nocturne can jump onto her no matter what. Though I think Tristana will be receiving blue pretty damn soon. Or maybe not. Well, it's a Lee Sin. She should give blue. She should get blue. Because Lee Sin doesn't really need it. But Lee Sin took it. What a bastard. But he was spotted by a ward, so Kassadin will not make a mistake. Lee Sin is again trying to counter jungle. Well, the reds are able to be counter jungled, though of course red buff takes a while. Ezreal is all alone on the bottom lane. Well, he's doing quite well, and Janna has just arrived, so good job. Now Nocturne is on the other side, so you have Lee Sin standing in this bush and Nocturne standing on to the other one, and now they lost their patience, so Lee Sin was going in. is going to try and counter jungle, so now is the time for Nocturne to go in onto the Tristana. She got silence, ultimate goes down by Nocturne, going in for it. He waited a tad too long, to be honest, so Tristana was able to jump away. Though Kassadin is of course able to rift walk, was able to ignite the Tristana, though she died. Yes, good job there. Though you have now an Irelia onto your tail, so I think Nocturne will die. He still had flash, was able to walk over the darkness that gives him extra movement speed, though he will not survive the kick of Lee Sin. Oh, nice little shield there by Nocturne, so he did survive it for a short while, though not long enough. The rain has started to pour down in Belgium. Again, it's been very rainy this month of April. Kassadin is actually pretty low, he needs to be careful. Lee Sin still has 800 HP. Oh, only 200, never mind, lol replay bug over there. If he's able to rift walk onto his face, he should have. Ooh, good silence there by Kassadin, preventing Irelia from getting a kill onto the Janna. Now Irelia very low. If Kassadin is able to rift walk once more, he will die. Ezreal has arrived. He should be able to flash over the wall, goes onto the Lee Sin, ignores Lee Sin because he needs to save Kassadin. Kassadin was able to get a kill onto Irelia with the help of Janna, though Janna died as well. Ezreal gonna shoot a blind ultimate. It will not hit anyone. I think Lee Sin ran away through here, or maybe he... Well, no, he would have died. I think Tristana aided him in his escape. Ooh, that's actually a killable... Well, no, there's a support here. He looked killable. I'd kill him. Yum, 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 yum. Grave shotgun blast. Blard. Nocturne is going to assist the poor Ezreal, who is all alone, though of course there will be a ward placed down by the Soraka, probably in this bush as well. So the monkey was able to destroy a tower now that Irelia left in order to do a weird gank. She was able to get Janna. Strangely enough, if Janna played it maybe a tad more safe, she would have been able to survive, and Irelia was dead regardless. Ezreal was in her rear. Yeah, Noxians, right up in the ass. I'm a Graves and I jump. Ooh, good little knock up there by Janna, giving 2 turret shots onto the Graves. And now Soraka gets turret shotted as well. So, ooh, I see why. There is someone standing right over here, probably a Tristana. She's gonna jump over the wall, use her ultimate, and she will be able to kill Janna. Now she will be able to kill Janna. Here she comes! Boom, baby! She does not want to use her ultimate, apparently. Well, it will be enough regardless. Graves actually flashing into the tower, so he's almost dead. Ezreal has his ultimate off cooldown. Now Tristana will go in with her ultimate, killing the Ezreal. But there's a Kassadin. Kassadin is going to rift walk all over the peoples, getting kicked back by the Lee Sin, so good job Lee Sin. Though Tristana should be careful though. Nocturne doing decent damage as well thanks to his Umbra blades. And the monkey was able to kill Graves. Though where is Tristana? Well, wherever she is, she died. Monkey is gonna try and go for a stealth kill here, of course, so when he gets close to the tower he will get spotted, and I don't think the enemy team is stupid enough to stand at their tower. But he might be able to get a dash onto the next tower. No, he doesn't mind, because Nocturne wants to do dragon. So he's like, yeah man, I'm gonna help you do dragon. Monkey King has a Jamaican accent. Yeah, make a Bob Marley skin for the monkey, that would be awesome. Yo, Jamaican skin man. You monkey, I eat banana all day and it makes me feel good. Banana, so great. Under the sea, I mean up in the tree. Up in the tree, there is a monkey, feeling so funky. Hippie-ki-yee. Oh, CV went down onto the monkey. Though good ward there by the monkey. So Nocturne will know when Lee Sin will do blue. And he might be able to smite steal it, because Lee Sin should be giving the blue to Tristana right about now. It reduces the cooldown of her ult, and well, it gives her more mana control. Of course, there is a little girl named Soraka who is going to die. Ooh, big damage dealt to the Wukong by the ultimate of the Tristana. She's gonna jump onto him, even though she gets silent by Kassadin, but in the beginning of the game her auto attack is fairly decent. Janna receiving the kick, the little ball of Lee Sin. Ezreal was able to ult a Soraka to death, but has to run away by a blue buffed Irelia, so he won't survive. And now that's the end of Tristana as well. Wukong will die thanks to the Tristana dot. Graves also getting a kill onto Janna, and it's a manaless little Kassadin. He will not be able to get away. He knows that Irelia is going around the bush, so he's just going to walk back. Oh no, baited. Good job by Irelia, so I don't see Kassadin escape. He just had enough mana to do a Rift Walk, but then again Irelia was also able to flash over the wall, so he must regen mana as fast as possible and then Rift Walk back over the wall. That way he will survive. Oh, but there's a Graves as well, so that's the end of you, Kassadin. Nice play there by Graves, and Irelia locking him down onto a position he couldn't escape anymore. So nice job, Irelia, stealing the blue. Then again, this blue is still up, so blue team might be able to take it. Who knows? I don't know. I haven't seen the future yet. But if I were able to see the future, it would be awesome. Wukong is probably going straight onto the little Graves there. He already used his dash, so he will not be able to dash out of that one. If Wukong has his ultimate, he will die. Oh no, he died regardless. Big damage by these two. Of course, Wukong just used his ultimate over here just a few minutes ago. Now Tristana going for blue. I think Nocturne should be able to smite steal her. What are you doing, Nocturne? Irelia had your blue. Oh, they're going for nothing. And Ezreal tried to steal the blue, doing big damage onto the Soraka. He has his ultimate, point blank. Oh, good dodge there by Soraka, instantly going up instead of trying to run away from the enemies. Well, it helped, because she knew an ultimate was coming. Though big damage by that Ezreal. He has a BF sword and 2 Doran's items, so that might explain. Lee Sin has a red buff. Does Kassadin has blue? Of course not. Irelia took it. He should have known. That's a bit of a pity, because Nocturne probably had his ultimate, and he could have been able to assist on the killing of the Soraka or the Tristana, or at least smite steal it, because there was nothing to see here. Irelia again walking in, probably going to ward, but she meets up with a Nocturne. The buggy bush always reveals only half of it when you walk into it, thanks to the wall standing here. Big damage dealt by Irelia, though. I don't see Nocturne surviving this. He's going to try and run away thanks to the pool of darkness. And now it's Kassadin running away. Well, of course, Irelia is Irelia is able to do decent damage, though. Of course, Tristana as well. If she can blast her ultimate upon you, then you will die. Good flash away and then jump over the wall for safety measures. And then Irelia will return to kill, to slay, to betrothed. No, not to. Ooh, bad ward placement there by the monkey. I would say if it's Lee Sin, it would have been fine. Bottom lane actually getting aggressive onto Ezreal. He will survive thanks to a decent tornado by Janna. Good job, Janna! I am what I am. I really like that skin. Though it's a bit spooky. Ooh, it's a bit spooky. Tower will apparently get destroyed. Ezreal will do whatever he can to get his farm up and ready to go. He's a farming beast. Lee Sin counter jungling Nocturne together with Irelia, so he couldn't stop him, but that minion will be forever alive, decreasing the spawn rate. And now she's going straight for the red buff. You getting cocky there, miss, though they are a full complete team here. Nocturne can't protect his own jungle, that's a pity. He was able to smite steal it apparently, so that's good. Good job, Nocturne. A good job. A good job. A ward was placed down by Soraka, I think. No, I think it was a heal. Never mind. Who's gonna die? Is it Graves or Kassadin? I don't know. Kassadin is of course crying a bit that he doesn't get blue. So he'll try and... well, I don't know what he's gonna try. Check out for red, but red was taken by Lee Sin just recently. Baron has spawned. Oh, doing decent damage onto Kassadin. Kassadin ran away like a pussy. He didn't want to fight Baron. What a wimp. And Ezreal's farming just like every other Tuesday. Farming. It's of course Friday today. Wukong going aggressive onto the Irelia. Irelia actually used his ultimate on her ultimate on the clone there. That was funny. Though it still knocked the normal Wukong back as well. If he turns invisible now, he could do some decent damage. But he will not. Let's, I'm gonna... oh, someone has oracles. It's Janna. Janna is of course very good at getting oracles. She's able to get away out of most every fight there is, really. She has movement speed thanks to her Zephyr. She can knock enemies back thanks to her tornado there. And she has a shield and an ultimate if it gets even nastier. Full CC that girl has, and a shield. Good support champ. I like her. So now purple team is pushing down the middle tower.
Kassadin tries to do whatever he can, but he will fail. Though Ezreal is now into the mix. Will he do anything?
Aurelia actually showing her dashy skills, reducing her health to low amounts. Thanks, Ezreal, standing into the cloud there. Though of course Aurelia will be able to heal it with her ultimate. Lee Sin was spotted here by a ward, so he'll probably die instantly. There he goes, Nocturne getting the kill, ultimate going down by Graves upon the team, so everyone received damage there. Wukong turning onto a D Soraka and then instantly going to the Graves once she died. Though Aurelia is here full health once more. The Tristana died though, she was all alone against 5, even though they are low HP, their damage doesn't decrease by that. Most of the time it increases. So Wukong dying by the Aurelia. Aurelia could actually go for them all. A heal goes down by the Ezreal there, so that's a good job. The purple team has a lot of heals, though you cannot kill an Aurelia. Yes you can. Though you need 5 men, and then only 2 will survive. Aurelia actually saving the life of Graves there. I thought he would have been dead for sure, but he didn't die. Dragon has respawned. Maybe Ezreal is able to kill him. I doubt it, but he might. He can try. Pings going down onto Dragon, so they know. Well, of course you know. Even I knew. And if I know, then you know. I know you know. You know? Big minion wave there. A lot of casters and a tank minion, so that will surely be a destroyed tower. Well, it didn't even have that much HP left. So it doesn't matter. Ezreal has money for... I think he's going for a Trinity Force, though he might go for some... yeah, some AP, so he's going for a Sheen right after. Janna warding the Drake once more. She lost her oracles thanks to that team fight, that's a pity. And she doesn't have the money to buy a new one. But I think she's going for Akagi's lucky pick. So her money will be increased. Well, her gold per 5 will be grander, thus increasing her money. So, Janna actually taking some creeps there. She wants another oracle apparently. What's happening? What's going on? Oh, there's a team. Complete team. Well, only 2 guys, so that's a big ult of Ezreal upon your face. They really are going in, seeing her chances of getting a Janna though. Graves gets it with his ultimate. Graves getting knocked up by the Wukong there, so he's dead. Ezreal once again getting a kill, giving him red buff, though he stole red buff of Lee Sin. Yeah. No, good job, so that's 2 for 1, worth it, though of course Aurelia is still alive, has a lot of mana, and there are only 3 left. 4, sorry. So they're going for Dragon. Though I think a ward has been placed by the enemy team. Oh no, it's CV, that explains. Sorry there. They will not be able to stop this Dragon fight though. The ward has been placed down. I called it! I called it! Ezreal's gonna flash over it. It could be dangerous if there's an Aurelia waiting for you. Oh, and a Tristana as well. Well, the ward has been placed here, so they're quite invisible if they stay into the brush. Now the push onto middle tower. It still has a lot of HP left though. But of course Ezreal has decent damage, and even Kassadin almost killing that poor lady. If he was able to flash, he will die though. The ultimate of Tristana is a big burst attack if you go AP. It's a bit like Yi's Alpha Strike, it does so much damage in the end of the game. Or in the beginning. It's actually fairly decent, I should try an AP Yi. It sounds like fun. Tristana already has a Deathfire Grasp as well, so she can one-shot anyone she pleases. And after that she'll be useless, but hey, at least you can one-shot somebody. You can choose who gets to live or die. And then you can jump away to safety, waiting for your cooldowns to get off cooldown. Your abilities, of course. So now Purple Team is pushing down the middle tower, the middle lane, in order to try and destroy the tower. But Janna doesn't want it. She shields the tower. Aurelia showing off that she cannot be killed. She has her Trinity Force, so now she can go tanky and still do a fair amount of damage. Which happens most of the times when you get Trinity Force. Ezreal will not receive any farm by his team, they want it all. I can't really blame them. It's good monies. Ezreal will almost have enough for his, well, he'll have enough for his Sheen. And almost enough for his Zeal, though he doesn't have any space left for Zeal. So it'll take a while for his Trinity Force to get finished. Well, a reason less to go shopping. Boom, Graves. Boom, big damage dealt there onto Irelia, though of course Irelia is not the guy you want to focus. She will flash over the wall, surviving, using her ult to regen quite a bit of health, really. Ezreal shooting his ultimate, almost hitting everyone, and now Tristana will surely die. Wukong getting kicked back into the tower though, but he still had a clone to protect him from everything evil. I don't know where Ezreal is. Oh, he's back to base. He can't use his ultimate anymore because he just used it. He has his sheen, so now his damage will increase by 10-folds, 1,000-folds even. No, but it will be increased a lot, by a lot. Ward has been placed. I didn't thought he had to reach to place it there. So as you can see, everyone has wards, except for Nocturne because he has wriggles. So that's a ward. Let's check out Wukong. Wukong will probably have wriggles as well. So that's a ward. Ezreal doesn't ward because he's the carry, and he has a support to do that for him. But as you can see, pretty much everyone wards. So there you go, people, go ward. Nocturne needs to get away, and so he does. A lot of interruptions here, sorry for that though. You won't notice. You probably didn't even notice, well you probably did. Big minion wave on top, it will be given to the Kassadin, so he'll go. Irelia again is trying to counter jungle, she's a bastard, going straight for the Ezreal, probably able to two-shot him. Nerf Irelia! Yeah, nerf Irelia. Hi, I'm Irelia. Hi, I'm Ezreal. You're a bastard, I'm gonna nerf you. Instantly killing that minion. Does she has a Wriggles Lantern as well? Yes, she does. So there you can see, Wriggles is a powerful item. Oh, someone has oracles. Though she didn't dare to destroy the ward. Weird. Maybe she was scared of Janna, who also has oracles. Lee Sin has been spotted by a ward, a weirdly placed ward, but it's good. Soraka isn't able to find it. She doesn't expect that to be a ward. Irelia is going from the rear, though she was spotted. Look at how fast she is. Well, she has a Trinity Force, and Irelia has one of the highest movement speed in the game. Well, base movement speed, I think. Well, 320 isn't that much. But yeah, she excels on movement speed. Lee Sin is trying to do something against the monkey. The monkey won't do anything because he's not there. It was a trick! Ha ha ha! Now you look so silly. Look at you. Oh, ward has been destroyed. Tenacity bought by the Tristana. It's an AP tenacity item. She didn't want to lose any magic penetration. The wards around Baron are getting destroyed, hectically, massively. Though they didn't destroy this ward just yet, so I don't know where they are. Irelia is over there. She's getting spotted by everyone. Well, she can dive in, no problems asked. Tristana going on to the Kassadin, not able to kill the Janna though. I thought she was going for that. Wukong using his ultimate, trying to do whatever he can, but he will die. Everyone is running away, everyone is crying. Irelia was focused and didn't feel a thing. Afterwards, of course, Tristana was focused, but she was able to do whatever she pleased. So yeah, that will be a Baron for purple. Though it will take a while, they will not be able to get it. Ezreal actually being very cocky there. There was an enemy just recently there. Will they do Baron? I don't think they can, and they will. Baron is almost dead. Ezreal can time his ultimate, though it will not work. Or will it? No, it won't. Too late. Nocturne also tried to ult in and then smite, but it didn't work. So, Baron for purple team. And that's a Soraka. So, good job by Smitedin, Sneakedin, killing everyone. Now Ezreal getting caught by Tristana and the rest. Well, I think it's only Lee Sin and Tristana. But still, it's more than you can handle. Blue is up and get instantly stolen by Kassadin, who also already has blue, but hey, that's a blue less for purple team. Actually, a dive onto the tower by purple team there. Janna dying very quickly. Wukong is just alive. Is he able to get Graves? Nope. Graves has a lot of life steal. He was ignited though. And his true grit is on maximum capacity, as it always is. So yeah, maybe Kassadin shouldn't have stolen blue. I think together with Kassadin they should have been able to guard the tower. But hell, you can't really blame him for wanting blue. Isn't that right, Ezreal? Yes, it's right. I would also like blue. But Ezreal, you have Trinity Force. Yes, that's right. Now I'll do some damage. Yeah, I don't know. Where's Nocturne on this button? Nope, Janna. Nocturne! Haha. The dragon has spawned, though I don't think it will be alive. I was right. Alright. Janna again with an Oracle's third one of the game. Well, she has 3 gold per 5 items, but she needs more right about now. It's already the 30-minute mark. You can't just walk around with 3 gold per 5 items and think you'll do a decent enough job. You'll die instantly. Instantly. But then again, what items does Soraka have? Well, her team is faring better. So she is able to buy a Kindle Gem and some Negatron Cloak. And a Negatron Cloak. So she should be fine. Not really that much trouble for her. You can always check how good your team is doing if you check both supports out. They're like little indicators of how you're doing. So Janna has only 3 gold per 5 items. The Soraka has also 3 gold per 5 items, though more. Oh, and Aurelia has a guardian angel. Who will be able to stop her? I don't know. I'm pointing at you. You will be able to stop her.
Oh, me? Ah, oh, gosh darn it. Ah, shucks.
Yeah, I know. I'm a player. I'm a player of this game.
Aurelia showing supremacy. What can you do against an Aurelia? Nothing. Nothing. If you ignore her, she'll do damage to everyone and kill everyone. If you focus her, you will die. So there's really nothing you can do except for putting her into another dimension where she can't harm anyone. Ooh, the silence of the Cassidy is no longer able to destroy the caster minions. It's also an indicator. If your abilities aren't able to one-shot the minions, then you're behind. Where? Well, I think Cassidy was heavily damaged there, so he had to go.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go.
Yeah, you can go.
We don't care.
This tower will get destroyed by Aurelia.
The blue team, however, is approaching.
They have made it in time, though I don't think they will be able to hold it.
Ha ha ha, I'm a fake.
And they are not able to hold it.
Boom, I'm an Aurelia. Hey guys, I'm an Aurelia. Oh boy, you knocked me up. Still an Aurelia.
That's the voice actor of Aurelia I'm imitating. Well, I never played her. I think. Maybe I did in a very distant past.
Hey guys, I'm Aurelia. What you gonna do? Boom, I'm gonna turn on you. I'm a Wukong.
Though big heals down onto the Grace together with, well, of course, the Wish of Soraka. And that's a dead Nocturne there. He was diving onto, I don't know who, but that's a dead team overall. Ezreal using what I think was a Quicksilver Sash. It was not. Well, it was. What? Huh? What was that? I was pretty damn sure I saw a cleanse there, but he doesn't have a cleansing item, nor does he have cleanse. Huh. Maybe someone else cleansed, and I wasn't able to see it. Death to Lee Sin. Good job there, Ezreal. You will die, though. Oh, a good knock up there by the Janna, and I think Cassidy. Nope, the heal went down by the Soraka, but now it's purple team running away. Oh no, if Aurelia gets slowed by Ezreal's ability, she will die, so she will get a kill on Janna. Getting silenced though by the Cassidy. Is she able to get Janna? Janna shields herself, is able to get away. Karthus does not have any mana left, and now Aurelia pulls down her ultimate, trying to regen whatever she can, but you have 2 teleporters behind you, and the slow by the Trinity Force of Ezreal is able to get a kill onto the girl we knew as Aurelia. Ezreal running after the Graves. He will not succeed. He's going to throw down an ultimate at a very specific spot. Graves actually fully regened by killing the blue there. So he's a force to be reckoned with. Ezreal was able to snipe down the Soraka. And Nocturne should be able to get the Graves. Graves gets feared. It's trying to dash away. It will not work. Pulls down a good placed smoke bomb there. But guess what? The entire purple team, blue team is there to wipe your ass. So good job by Janna actually surviving. Giving her a Shirelra's Reverie. So she's not that far behind. And guess what? Blue team isn't that far behind either. Lee Sin has been spotted, meaning that blue might be up. Judging from the blue golem, I think it is. I think it is. Tristana wants it though, so someone needs to hurry. He's not able to do it fast enough? That's weird. Should have been able to smite it and do damage onto it. If only you had a ward. If only you had a ward. You could have smite stealen it. Ezreal, farming. He has a new item. It's called a pickaxe. Timer went down for when blue should... No, that's not for blue. That's for Baron. So Baron will be up for a few minutes. After a few minutes. Only 1 minute remaining, according to Wukong. We shall see, Mr. Monkey. Yeah, Ezreal should get red. It's an awesome item for Ezreal. Even though he has a Trinity Force, so he has a 25% chance to slow. But it's not high enough. We want perma-slow. And red can provide it. Aurelia spotted by a ward. And now disappeared. Probably just taking the wolves and will go where she pleases. She has... I don't know what the name is of the male. Warden's mail. Yes, of course. She has a Warden's mail, so if you hit her, you have a chance of getting slowed. Which is truly outrageous. Truly outrageous. Baron has spawned, so Wukong was spot on with his timer. Good job there, Wukong.
Why, thank you. Can I have banana?
No, Wukong. I thought you were Jamaican. I am one, I forgot. Can I have banana? I want some banana. You can't have banana, but I want a banana. You can't have it. So yeah, I think Wukong is going to turn around, and then a Nocturne will go ult in onto Tristana, but then focus Graves. Turn around. Janna knocks them up, and now Aurelia's hoping that she will not die. Getting pushed onto Wukong, that's a pity. Wukong should survive though. Exhaust goes down, an excellent exhaust. A shield by Janna, she could save the game. Well, this isn't even necessary, he had a clone. Ezreal has a red buff, but I think that... Where is Nocturne? Oh, Tristana was actually here. I didn't expect her to be there. Well, she was able to get a kill onto Wukong, but that will be a Baron for blue. Who would have thought? Who would have guessed? So a great initiate by blue team now. Wukong turning onto everyone. Well, where can they escape? They were all in this tiny Baron's den. So he could hit them all. He could hit them all for the full potential. Then Nocturne coming in from far away onto the carries. First Tristana, then focusing Graves. Graves instantly died, so he was useless. He was useless. Actually, the Aurelia surviving there, but guess what? Super minions hitting your tower. I think they'll be able to get there just in time. This tower will survive. I will survive. For as long as I know how to live, I'll know I stay alive. I got shielded by a Janna, and then assisted by an Ezreal and a Kassadin, so I'll survive. And of course, the Nexus turrets are able to regen, as you can see. 500, it's 3 HP per second that they regen. According to my eyes. Ezreal wants some more. He has a Lost Whisper, giving him a lot of armor penetration, which will be devastating onto the Aurelia. She might be surprised now about the damage of Ezreal, though I think he already had the Lost Whisper in the last team fight. Haha, I said lost 2 times in one sentence. So that explained why Aurelia was so damn squishy against the powers of an Ezreal. Well, therefore you have carries, of course. I think someone was caught. I think it was. And now Ezreal got caught. He will be able to flash over the wall. He still has heal. Oh, it's the heal. No, he has cleanse. See, I thought he had cleanse. Aurelia now 1v1ing. No, it's not 1v1, it's 3v1. And it was 2v... No, it was 2v1. And then it was 4v1, but Ezreal was able to kill Tristana. So, Tristana, why did you even bother? Why did you even bother? You gave a kill to Ezreal.
Well, I'll say Ezreal would have just run away. Yeah, he might have done that.
Oh, someone's guardian angel is back up. That will be bothersome to deal with it. Wanted to say another B word, but then I thought, hold your tongue, you knave. Then I was, oh, you called me knave. I love that word. Thank you. Nocturne versus Graves. Graves actually pretty fast. Guess he has a Phantom Dancer. A Phantom Dancer. Yeah. Come on, Nocturne. I'll kick your ass. I'm Graves. So, actually, blue team being fairly aggressive here. I'm not too sure why purple team is retreating.
Maybe it's a trap. There's an Aurelia. It's a trap.
Good knock up there by Janna though, preventing the Aurelia from getting there fast enough, so that will be a deadly sin. And now they'll just skadoodle away, giving blue to Kassadin. Zoom. There's no blue! Oh, what bastard took it? It wasn't Tristana. For that I am certain. So it should have been... No, Lee Sin wasn't that. It wasn't Lee Sin either, because he died. Then who took it? I don't know. Who took it? Who? I want to see them. What item are you gonna buy next, Ezreal? He's going for a Giant's Belt. He might go for Frozen Mallet. But isn't that a bit of a pity? You already have Trinity Force. Well, maybe the slow stacks. It doesn't say it doesn't stack. Well, actually, it used to say that the unique passive of Trinity Force also didn't stack with Sheen or Lichbane, so who knows? Maybe they just don't like to say it anymore, that it doesn't stack. Doesn't matter, doesn't stack. Ezreal will get red, because it's devastating. Devastating. Wukong does not want red. Oh, he does. A pity indeed, Ezreal. You should have been faster. Blast! Ezreal is actually very angry because he didn't receive red. The balls did he do there? Are you serious, Ezreal? I thought so. And go back to your base. I just have red. Well, he has Frozen Mallet, so he doesn't really need it. But then again, he's the one who dives into the fights. Now, Purple Team is going for a final push, I dare say. Well, it depends. Whoever dies will lose in this team fight. Whoever dies will lose. Aurelia needs to run away because she's not that strong. Well, if you get 5v1, then you will die. Kassadin doing decent amount of damage onto Lee Sin, dodging his Q, and now going back over the wall, back to safety. So one more teleport and silence combo of Kassadin onto Lee Sin will be the death of him. Though he got healed by the Soraka, so he should be fine. Wukong is going for a stealth ultimate kill. Rugga 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 rugga. Yeah. Rugga 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 rugga. Yeah. And Nocturne going on to Tristana, who will jump away, of course. No, she got feared instead. Weird, she should have been able to jump away. Kassadin, just before he got silent, was able to rift walk onto the Lee Sin. Uses his flash to get even faster towards him. Ezreal ult does no damage. Well, he's not ability power. Ooh, Kassadin will mostly die. He has his shield thanks to Janna, so he will survive. His team is here to help him.
Hi, thanks team.
So I think this will be a GG. For blue team then, I think they should be able to destroy the towers just fast enough. Wukong using his minion to escape. It won't work. Ezreal of course has Trinity Force, so he can down buildings pretty damn fast. Together with the shield of Janna, it should be a multi-kill. Wukong again turning invisible there, but the tower knows best. Aurelia will try and do whatever she can, though she's not a one-man army. Well, she is, as you can see. A heal was needed onto the Wukong, and now she died. Who is tanking the turret? It was Nocturne, but the turret got destroyed, and that's the end of Aurelia.
The nightmare that was Aurelia is finally over, and so is this game. Though I think...
Oh, Grace actually got the wrong minion. Well, he got the minion and not the real man, so everyone died instantly, and Ezreal was very fat, though of course, everyone was. It's the end game. Everyone has his items, so they have big damage, yes? Yes, thank you.
Guys, hope you enjoyed. It was a good game. It was exciting till the end. But now I must go. For again, my country needs me. Bye.